afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Got another pre-owned fifth wheel we're going to review today. Today we're going to look at a 2015 Keystone Cougar High Country. This is the X-Lite 29 RLI. And guys, this is a lighter weight triple slide rear lounge fifth wheel that weighs, and get this guys, only 7,800 pounds. Total length is 32 feet 11 inches. The tongue weight or the hitch weight is 1,530 pounds. And a really nice camper. The only thing I've got to do to it, and I'll show you that on the inside, we are going to replace the couch and the two chairs in it. It's got that typical flaking furniture that many RVs had back in the 20,000 teens, I guess is what you call it. And so we are going to take care of that and spend the money to put you some new furniture. And looking around it, guys, it does have the optional Polar package, so it is a 4 Seasons model. The enclosed underbelly, heated tanks, 3 slide outs. This is a lower profile camper and it is lighter weight. And while I do not use the term half-ton towable on my channel, because there is no magic pixie dust that you can sprinkle on any camper that can make it be towed by any half-ton truck, regardless of what manufacturers will put on their advertisement, or even other people on YouTube, because they just don't know any better, because there's no such thing as a universal half-ton towable anything. This one can be towed by some half-ton trucks. You know, there's a lot more that goes into deciding, and especially in a fifth wheel, what your truck can tow if it's a half-ton. You know, you've got weight, of course, the issue that, and so many people by mistake think, oh, that's all I got to worry about. No, you got to worry about bed length, because this does have max turn technology, so you can tow it with a shorter bed. But still, guys, the way they put these beds in these trucks now, they're more concentrating on bigger cab and smaller bed. Well, that hurts a fifth wheel, guys. The longer the bed, the better the tow. And you don't want to crunch your cab every time you make a small turn. So, you know, you've got to really match the fifth wheel to the length of the bed, and most important, and also the width of the bed too. And if you've got one of these Ram trucks with the Ram boxes, the side mounted toolboxes, I'm gonna go ahead and bust your bubble, guys. You can't tow a fifth wheel. According to Ram, you cannot tow a fifth wheel. Now, there's some guys on YouTube that says, yeah, you can. They've got this crazy rig up that you can buy and spend several $1,000s on, that they claim that you can tow. Guys, I'm not going to go with a stranger on YouTube. I'm going to go by the people who built my truck. When they say I can't tow something, I'm going to go with the people that built and engineered my truck over a stranger on YouTube that has no liability in the matter whatsoever. So, you know, like I said, there's a lot more to it than just saying, oh, my truck's rated for 10,000 pounds. This thing's 7,800 pounds. Oh, I can tow it. No, guys, there's, like I said, bed width, bed length, the type of hitch you use, weight, and much more. So, you know, if you're not sure, get with one of our salespeople and they will be happy to try to assist you with that. But anyway, and we do offer delivery service for $2 a loaded mile if you need it. Looking around it, good looking camper, guys. It does have the HD Max paint on it, which is kind of in between a white and full body paint. And of course, being a 15 model, you do have a little bit of fading here and there, a little bit of cracks, but a good buffing and waxing will bring it back to life very, very easily. Do have the frameless windows. I can't really squeeze through there, but it looks fine. Does have 50 amp electrical service, and I do like that, because even though you only need 30 with a camper this size, because you only got one AC and that's all you really need, but you do have the potential to add a second AC and pretty much whatever else you want to add to it without overloading the electrical system. Do have a power awning with a LED light strip, outside scare lights. Again, guys, I can almost squeeze through there, but not quite. I tried earlier. I had to get somebody to run the cord back there to plug it in for me. The joys of being a fat boy. Let's look inside. And again, guys, we are going to get new furniture for it. The table and chairs are absolutely fine, but it did have the flaking furniture issue, which, by the way, is caused by heat, where the vinyl, it gets so hot in these things sometimes, and then they had an issue with the material that caused this vinyl covering to almost, I guess, sort of kind of like semi-liquefy and then solidify. And what happens is somebody sits on it and it sticks to them when it's in that semi-liquid state. Or this also happens if nobody sits on it. That vinyl, as it gets hot and it cools off, it gets hot, it cools off, it just pretty much comes loose from the what it's stuck to, the cloth it's stuck to, from being, you know, constantly semi-liquid, solid, semi-liquid, solid, and it just flakes off. I mean, you can literally, I mean, just comes off. Not trying to gross you out, but it's almost like dandruff. And I am going to replace all of this with my good friends at Rec Pro, or we're going to order some couple of new chairs for it, and it's going to be almost the exact same color, and a new sleeper sofa for the back. So that's all included for the $27.9 price. You don't have to worry about that. It's going to take me about 7 to 10 days to get the furniture in, so I wanted to go ahead and film it so you can see what it looks like, and then just imagine this furniture being brand new, and that's what you're getting. I've got it plugged into power. AC is blowing icicles. Got a lot of space in here. You've got a fireplace, which you can set for the effect, or you can set for an auxiliary electric heater. It does have a furnace. Television, which works great. I'm running off antenna. No smoke or pet odors in here. It does have solid surface countertops. Of course, table and chairs are just fine. I do have some of the blinds pulled, just cooling it off in here. It is warm today. Got the really nice solid surface countertops. Brand new carpet we put in here. So you got new carpet, microwave, refrigerator, freezer, and it's actually, let's stick that back on the door right there. It's starting to get cold in the back, so we know it works, and of course we guarantee it to work. Guys, even though we're selling this thing for only $27.9 and spending about probably $1,400–1,500 on new furniture and still selling it for $27.9, we also, this $27.9 price on top of the new furniture includes Parkway RV Center's major systems inspection, which is more than most dealers do on used RVs. We still inspect and guarantee the major systems to work on this RV. The major systems that we inspect and guarantee to work and repair, if they don't, are of course the slide outs, all three of them. Make sure they function like they're supposed to. We check and make sure the roof air blows cold like it's supposed to. We check the refrigerator and freezer, make sure it gets to operating temperature. We check the plumbing systems, the faucets, the spigots, water heater, make sure it gets hot, of course, and the water pump, and the front landing legs. And everything else, guys, of course, is sold as is. It is a used camper after all. I mean, you look at what this thing costs new in 2022 and what this one costs, this thing's less than half price. So, I mean, if you've got a light bulb that's out, like, I think this light right here wouldn't come on. I mean, might need a couple of bulbs or a new light fixture. They're about $15–20 on Amazon. That's going to be up to you to fix or not fix. You know, we make sure the stuff that can ruin your camping trip works. That light right there is not going to affect you using this camper one bit. But a slide out not working will, a refrigerator not working will, or an air conditioner, or a plumbing leak, or a water heater, that will impact your camping trip. That will not. And you know, that's something you can fix yourself, guys. For the savings you're getting on this camper and getting the new furniture, I don't think that's asking too much. You also have the remote control, so you can operate your jacks and your slide outs and everything as well. Here's your control panel. This is pretty much your heat and air. You got a max air vent fan. Water heater controls. It is a 6-gallon DSI gas and electric, so you can run it on electric or gas. Trick to that is, guys, you know, you've only got a 6-gallon water heater. It's going to heat up 3 times faster on propane than it will electric. So what I recommend doing is running it on electric in between your showers, so you've got hot water for dishes, washing your hands, things like that. Then right before you take a shower, or somebody takes a shower, you flip your gas igniter on. It ignites itself. You just push the button, and that way you'll be able to take a lot longer, hotter shower running it on propane versus running it on electric all the time, because you will run out of hot water pretty fast on a shower just running it on electric. So my old RV tip for the day. Anyway, you do have a nice Dometic RV toilet in here in the bathroom. You've got a sink, shower. I mean, neo-angle shower with a skylight. Everything looks great. You do have a closet that's in your bedroom slide right here, so this is going to give you some extra storage. Queen island bed. Got some bedspreads coming. I'll put one in when it comes in. Solid sliding door for privacy for the front of the bedroom and between the bedroom and the bathroom. It is wired up for a second AC. If you wanted to add one, it would just basically stick in this vent, and then your wiring and everything's behind that panel. And it does have 50 amp service, so that you can wire up a second AC. Now guys, if your camper has 30 amp service, you can put in a second AC, but you're only able to run one at a time. Or maybe run fan on one, compressor on the other one, and swap it back and forth. But this one has 50 amps, so you can run both on compressor with 50 amp electrical service, of course, like we're hooked into now. But honestly, guys, this size camper, because it's a lower profile, because it's a polar package, and because it's a smaller fifth wheel, you don't really have to have 2 ACs. I mean, it's probably 90 plus degrees outside right now. I had this air on an hour and a half, and I mean, it's not just like super cold in here, but it's cooled off a fair amount. Of course, I've got these blinds closed and all that too, so I think, you know, if you keep that one air on, it will keep it very comfortable in here. But, you know, by all means, I mean, if you want to add a second AC later on after you buy it, be my guest. It's your camper, you do what you want to with it. But I think I would try it with one AC for a while before I added a second one, especially if you left it on overnight. It'll maintain it nice and cool in here. Seems like to me, in my experience, because I've owned fifth wheel, in fact I lived in a fifth wheel for a while building a house, once you get a fifth wheel cooled off to temperature, it seems like it holds that temperature, or at least a well-built fifth wheel holds that temperature better than a travel trailer, a destination trailer, or even a motorhome. That's one thing I have noticed about fifth wheels from using them. Seem like they can maintain that temperature a lot easier than other types of RVs. But anyway, this unit is $27,900, haggle-free firm, includes the brand new furniture, includes our major systems inspection, which is done after purchase. You know, I've already done everything except the water and the water heater and water pump, so we know that's good. We know the AC, fridge, and slides are good. New furniture will be here in a week or so. TV works, fireplace works, most of the lights work. Like I said, I think that one light fixture doesn't work. Could be bulbs, it could be a switch, could be the light fixture itself. I mean, at the most, $20, $30 part, you know, at the most. At the best, a couple of $3 and $4 bulbs at the best. So, I mean, it's no big deal either way. And guys, that's just part of owning an RV. You're always going to have little things on any RV you buy, whether it's new, used, whether it's a a fifth wheel, a travel trailer, motorhome, a Class A, B, C, gas, diesel, new, used, $1 million coach or a $10,000 coach, it don't matter. You're all the time going to have little things like that that's going to pop up that needs repaired. I was in my motorhome yesterday doing some stuff and found 2 or 3 other things I've got to fix, you know, this weekend or my next day off. That's just part of owning one, guys. That's just something that, you know, it's just, and I enjoy working on a camper and working on my, especially my own. And I like learning new skills. You know, I've been around RVs for 25 plus years, and I've worked on RVs for that long. I mean, you can't be an RV owner without learning how to do some basic repairs. And when I run into something I don't know how to fix, I may not always be able to fix it, but I'll give it a good effort. Because, hey, the way I figured, I can't, if I use common sense, I really can't hurt it. Especially with all the resources online like YouTube and Google, where I can look up how to fix certain things. And I enjoy doing that. Then I know for the next time something like that happens. And I've learned a lot over the decades just doing that. And I enjoy it, guys. I know some of y'all may be different than me. I enjoy getting my hands dirty. But I mean, I wouldn't want to do it for a living every day. I mean, I did for a while, but nothing you know, now at my age and all that, and my size, I wouldn't want to do it. But I kind of still do in these RVs because I have to go through them, prep them, and you know, a lot of times, you know, I may run into one like this one right here. I had a couple of fuses that were blown in the fuse box, and I replaced those and little things like that to get all the lights on. And I mean, that's just part of what I do, guys. I'm a one-man show when it comes to advertising. And in fact, I'll probably go in there and order the furniture myself for this thing after I shoot this video. Like I said, I'm a one-man show. And do my own editing and all that stuff too. So, but I enjoy learning new skills. And the day that I quit enjoying that, day I'll probably quit RVs. I mean, heck, you gotta love what you do for a living. If you're not, then, man, I feel sorry for you if you don't enjoy doing what you do. If you don't enjoy doing what you do for a living, I feel sorry for you. I mean, that's one of the greatest joys in life is love what you do for a living. Yeah, I get aggravated sometimes with them, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I do what I do. You know, I've done everything in this industry you can think of as far as RVs are concerned. I've sold them. I was a salesperson for a long time and was very successful at it. I transported these things. I worked on them. I've been to auctions, dealer auctions. I buy them. You know, titles. I've been the finance manager, service manager. Of everything I've done in the RV industry, this is what I love to do, is advertise them and share my knowledge. 25 years of experience. You know, I've got a unique perspective that probably nobody else on YouTube has. And of course, I've been an RV owner for 25 plus years. I've owned more RVs than I can count. And I love that because I can speak from experience, guys. I can tell you stories. I can tell you why this feature benefits an RVer, a part-time or a full-time RVer. I can tell you how to fix this if it goes bad, and you know, or most of the time I can. I mean, that's something that makes me kind of unique among everybody else on YouTube. And you know, of course, I tell people how to save money too from these other big dealerships. And the best thing to do if you want to save money, stay away from the corporate dealers and the big dealerships. Big dealerships don't get big by giving people good deals on RVs. Here at Parkway RV Center, we're a family-owned and operated used RV dealer, mom and pop operation. Been in business since 1968. We keep things easy, simple, and done. The price on this one's $27.9 plus applicable sales tax. It includes new furniture, includes our major systems inspection, and if you need delivery, it's $2 a loaded mile one way, or $1 a mile round trip, whichever way is easier for you to figure. We don't have any fees besides applicable sales tax. If you go to like Rip Off World, all these other places, they're going to add dock fees, prep fees, and get ready fees, and destination fees, happy camper fees, they're going to start talking about extended warranties and gap insurance and all these upsells. And before you know it, guys, just use this price for an example. You'll pay to buy a unit for $27,900. You're going to wind up paying $42,000 or $43,000 for it in upsells and fees to buy it for $27,900. That's how they get you, guys. They add another $10,000, $12,000 to $15,000 in extended warranties, gap insurance, and all this other stuff. And the bad thing is, guys, you can buy those same services yourself. They're not dealership exclusive items for a fraction of the cost, because a dealer is marking that stuff up 4 times dealer cost and making a ton of money off of you. And the saddest part is when you need those services, very rarely do they pay out anything. And when they do, it's most of the time, best you can go for is a partial payment. You're lucky if you get, you can file 3 claims on an aftermarket extended warranty. You're lucky if you get reimbursed for one of those claims, and even then, you're lucky if you even get a partial reimbursement. That's why we quit carrying them and we quit selling them, because it's just ripping off our customers. Even though we weren't making hardly any money on them, you go to these other places, they're taking a $1,500 extended warranty and selling it to their customers for $8,000, and then when that customer needed it, that warranty wouldn't pay out. You know, I had a customer here several months ago call me complaining. They bought a warranty 4 years ago on a unit they bought from us. They bought a 5-year warranty, and 3 years after they bought it, they filed a claim, and the warranty company denied it, said that it was a pre-existing problem. Pre-existing for over 3 years, and refused to claim. Wow. Now that's crazy, but that's what they do. That's how they make money. They make money by collecting premiums, not by paying out claims. Kind of the same way auto insurance is, except worse. They're not really regulated compared to auto insurance companies. Anyway, so I always recommend say no to all upsells. They sound good. The dealer may put a good sales presentation talking about the value of them, but at the end of the day, guys, trust me on that, they're not a value, they're a ripoff. But if you absolutely have to have them, buy the RV without those services and just buy them yourself away from the dealership after you make your deal and you pick up your RV. At least that way you can buy them for a fraction of the price and leave the middleman out of it, the dealership. But they're still a waste of money. They're still not going to pay when you need them, but at least you know you're not paying $8,000 for a $1,500 warranty because the dealer marked it up. At least you're saving that. Anyway, guys, we do offer financing with approved credit and down payment. If you want to know the latest terms and rates and down payment amounts, and credit requirements and all that stuff, I quit keeping up with all that because it changes so much, and it is getting a little bit more crazier because feds keep raising interest rates up or threatening to, and y'all have seen, I'm sure some of y'all have seen how mortgage rates have gone up. Well, RV rates have gone up too, unfortunately. But we're doing everything we can to keep those rates down. We're not, unlike other RV dealerships, we're not marking interest rates up above what the bank approved you for. You know, you go all these other dealerships, they're getting you approved at a certain rate and then adding 1 or 2 points to it. And the banks let them do that and keep the majority of the profit from those marked up interest rates. We don't do that, so at least we're doing our best to keep it as affordable as possible. It may only be saving you, $15, $20 a month. But hey, $20 a month over a long-term camper loan is a big chunk of money that you'll be saving by going to a dealership like us that doesn't mark interest rates up. So, that's, you go to other dealerships, you're going to overpay by thousands on financing. And that's why I always tell people, best advice I can give you is when a dealership starts trying to sell you on payment over amount financed, they're trying to rip you off. Always negotiate the total out the door price when you're dealing with these big corporate dealerships. Payment will fall in line with how much you finance, guys, I promise. Pay as much money down as you can. Concentrate on the amount you finance, not the payment. You know, I know that goes against your total instincts on any kind of negotiation, guys. Dealers know that. They bank on that. When, you know, they know that payment is the natural instinct of every buyer out there, and they capitalize on that. You want to beat the dealership, don't concentrate on payment. Get a good idea. I mean, if your budget is so tight that you can't afford an extra $100 a month, $150 a month, and buying an RV is obviously something you probably don't need anyway. But concentrate on the amount financed if you finance, and keeping that as low as possible, interest rate as low as possible. Payment will follow suit, I promise. And that's going to save you time. And I always say no to anything that's going to raise up the amount that you finance, like extended warranties, gap insurance. If you buy the thing right, you don't need gap insurance. If you got to have gap insurance, go through your auto insurance company, and that's who you're going to that's who you're going to insure the camper through. Plus, you get multi-vehicle discount, and you're going to save money on insurance as well, like auto insurance, especially if you got a home. Bundle it all together. That's what I did through State Farm anyway. All right, guys, that's enough on this one. Stay tuned for some more videos. I'm supposed to have some storms moving in today. If not, I will try to do a motorhome. May even do a Class A. I've got one I got my eye on that I really kind of like. I want to shoot. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. But stay tuned, guys. Smash me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching this fifth wheel. Let me know if you're interested in this Cougar. Just call one of my salespeople, 706-965-7929. Call before coming to look. Make sure it's available. Thanks again, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.